I'ma tell you, we aiming at each other, overcome it. I say two brothers walking through the world unprepared. One little fear while the other one dead. Along came a chance, neither one of them could share. Are they aiming at each other or the air? Go ahead, just shot, just shot, just shot, just shot. You don't know somebody, tell somebody who you're not. You don't know somebody, tell somebody who you're not.
Microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repressor, it ain't no pressure. Hear my Kiki, I'm with Didi and Vanessa. Top now on my roster, get the most and not the lesser. Pop from it, be in the valley, drop the up on Winnetka. Take some extras out the repressor, it ain't no pressure. Yes, I didn't want to speak on it, but it's really been racking my brain now. Cause really, I with this rapper one to selling now. They got enough on us to go start a case now. Get hit with the, they coming. All in the city, had a to the wall type, but when I left his drawers for the. They getting down, but I be so proud to put it down. For the microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repressor, it ain't no pressure. Yes, I microphone check, 1, 2, mic checker. Still back that. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repressor, it ain't no pressure. Yes, round geek. I'ma catch a little white chillin' with his click, but a hoe, with a watch and a chain that 4 days straight, but I never claim that. I be talking that DM, I'm sending it through. I be get political. Hit the John, I'm whipping the miracle. Get the I'm scraping the get political. Miss with the whole might get these side insane. Me and miss with the whole get a microphone check 1 2 mic check. Still back that all this in my brain. I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress it. It ain't no pressure. Guess I microphone check 1 2 mic check. Still back that all this in my brain. I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repress it. It ain't no pressure. Yes I.
Yo, I just like to say, you know, my man came, you know, but it's good to be original when you diss somebody. Don't use somebody else's.
The thing that's going to change people is something that no one will ever be able to capture on film. It'll just be something that you see, and all of a sudden you realize, I'm on the wrong page. Or I'm on the right page, but I'm on the wrong note. And I've got to get in sync with everyone else to understand what's happening in this country.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, yeah. Lil waist. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, Lil waist. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah, you look good, but they still wanna know we're making it. Saucy like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back. See me in that dress. Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent, speaking when I'm not there. Call them scary cats, I call them Carol Baskins. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, yeah. Lil waist. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, yeah. Lil waist. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. I'm a hot. They gon' click it if it's me. All my been getting these through the quarantine. Yeah, I'm very well on my this you could tell. Any I beef from years ago is beefing by herself. If we took a trip on the real creep tip, yeah. Rule number 1 is don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, they better know exactly what the they came to do. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, yeah. Lil waist. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, yeah. Lil waist. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. The category is body. Look at the way it's sitting. That ratio so out of control. That waist that. If I were me and I would've seen myself, I would have bought me. Hey. I could build a house with all the. Yeah. Been a lifetime trying to get this high. And if her head too big, I could make that pop. I'm not the one to play with, like a touch me not. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, yeah. Lil waist. Body crazy curvy wavy beat, whoa. Lil waist. Body yaddy 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 yaddy.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down in the front court along with Tatum. Marcus Smart is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horford in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, Beasley on the wing along with Edwards. The 4 and the 5, it's McDaniels and Towns. And it's Russell in at the point. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Russell against Schroeder. Brown outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Tatum. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, Schroeder finds Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Brown missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Russell passes to Beasley. Outside, Towns. Back to Beasley. The shot. Lets it go from deep. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Smart passes to Tatum. And the rejection by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Russell against Tatum. That one, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. He is in awe of the talent that Karl Anthony Towns possesses. Coach said he's still reaching his full potential in terms of consistency, but when he gets in rhythm, he's unstoppable. So, of course, they're going to throw lots of different looks at him to try and take him out of his game tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Russell following the basket by Al Horford, trying to get something going, and Russell with the lay-in.
You know, guys, whenever Russell attacks second chance opportunities like that, it's a big bonus.
The pass to Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Schroeder against Russell. Pass to Edwards. Beasley left side. And stolen by Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. Nails the wide open jump shot. Brown's got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Now with guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen, Clark, the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
Edwards is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Clock at 6. Richardson left side. Over Edwards. Richardson no luck. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Edwards can't hit. Here are the Celtics with the ball.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
Reed with the block. Kicks it out to Prince. Takes a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards a part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player. How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
11 feet away, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Celtics with the lead. Richardson attacking. That shot off. Great D that time from Edwards. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Edwards. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Brown. It's good. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Edwards dishes to Beverly. Tries from 16. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy, kind of like Shaq's suit.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
Well, they're getting almost nothing on the interior. No return into a three-point shooting lead. But come on, guys. We need some kind of presence in the paint area defense.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics. Down in the front court along with Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Horford in at the 5. And that one drops for him.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And Towns not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
Pass to Edwards. Now here's Towns. He's guarded by Schroeder. Out to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area. And we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
Tatum. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Beasley against Smart. Outside Edwards. Passes to Towns from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Peter passes to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, he's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside, in a lot of people's view, remains. David, thanks. And that one is off. Towns with the defensive effort.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
And McDaniels, a bit of a project, but physically, he can do it all.
Greg, I think he's got a chance to be an outstanding defender. I mean, actually a all-league caliber defender. He can block shots, he can get steals, he can defend multiple positions. And I think he's got great speed at both ends of the floor.
And McDaniels drops them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Schroeder dishes to Tatum. Three-pointer. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
"17 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Tatum. Takes the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on increased the consistency from deep. and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Timberwolves on top, leading by a point. And we'll be back right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Celtics. Russell in the backcourt with Beasley to his side. Layman is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You know, with how good Tatum is driving it, I think it's a smart play by Jason to take that shot because the defense is giving him room to do so.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Schroeder finds Williams. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Tatum is everything you want in a star. I mean, he's a talented player, surely. But more importantly, I think, is he's humble and hungry, and he's deeply invested in the team's success.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Both good from the line that time.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Here's Russell. The dish now to Beasley. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Brown. Okogie misses. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Williams passes to Tatum. Hits the jumper. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Tatum knows how to score in the paint, folks. He can make any adjustment needed to find the shot that works for him.
Here's the pass to Layman. 1:32 left in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Okogie, guarded by Tatum. Boston leading by 3. Schroeder. Beasley with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Has to Reid. And here's Russell. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Layman gets the bucket.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. And 1:01 left to play in the final quarter. now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. That speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Edwards against Tatum. Brown inside the line, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And so both free throws good that time.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 1. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Russell. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
your Timberwolves Dancers. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Minnesota Timberwolves Dancers.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for Drew.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Russell from long range. And Boston with the rebound. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Edwards against Brown. Edwards can't hit. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
D'Angelo Russell. That's his first personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. And Russell puts up a deep 3. So we see Boston get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense. So what got you guys going in the second half?
You know, Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. You know, we were too tense. We weren't having any fun. You know, we started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that if you smile, you make shots. I'll keep that in mind. Congrats, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.
Yeah. Metro Weezy. Booming out the way.
We've done it with robotic arm on the space shuttle. We've done it with direct launch of modules.
Prepare for light speed. For the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim like a laser tag. Rich, damn rich. Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got red going jeans, cause a cool rack. Checking from my fan life is fantastic. I was broken, sleeping on the mattress. Felt like when nobody happy. Jumping at this. Made it up by the car, got a new. Now the VV's with a V-long jean jacket. They can see me even if you had 3D glasses. Head in the bikini, she from Calabasas. Got a pocket full of blue cheese and some. I'm a psycho for these hundreds, got a cash fetish. I've been studying these hundreds, I'm a mathematic. And this love make me wanna buy my dedicated. Cause the love got me, I don't need it. Let it know. Expensive clothes on my wing ball capping. Alien feel like I'm living on my own planet. On the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim like a laser tag. Rich, damn rich. Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got red going jeans, cause a cool rack. Chanel shoes overseas, they were pan leather. Shop in Tokyo, Japan, they the best ever. Blue bear t-shirt, sleeve vanilla. Hard top, turn a vert, riding any weather. Ain't gotta bend down, this ain't a propeller. Man, we spend it down, copping Gucci sweaters. Instead of dripping, I cannot help them. Used to booming out the guys, we are not the. Got Colombia ties out of Mexico. Spent the beds 100 times still. Got some pimp, feel applying, feel like Velcro. I'm buying and shopping on Rodeo. I be if you don't want copy, visit a day, yo. I ain't stingy, my bro gonna get a payroll. I just want the pretty women in the pesos. I can only hit the engine in this Lambo. For the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim like a laser tag. Rich, damn rich. Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got red going jeans, cause a cool rack. For the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim like a laser tag. Rich, damn rich. Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got red going jeans, cause a cool rack. I'm a space cadet. Yeah. Metro bought 2 protects. Boom. Weezy dripping, got these. We on the Boominati way. Let's go.
I said I need this undefeated. Blocking, then I'm go long. He receive it, I can't see it. My wrist look like a snow cone maker. Once I see her, I give her that just like it. Then I leave her. I can't get caught up, I can't be on. Look at them people. You know what it is, go put that before they breaches. Before they breaches, I'ma get out this shit, I'm striking, I'm throwing my whole lot of money and still it keep coming forever. I'm living my life like a I'm straight out the knife, I came up. I'm straight from the knife, I went bought me a jumped out the poacher and bought me a board in the jet, cause my dog got a don't give a where the will be going. Pop that I cover my got an eel on my aim on point. Give me pain in my joints. Money bun, I want 2,000, I want both of. I know how to handle it, books on my damage. Can't run, we gon' live in one. You know where I'm from, give a how you in the car and it sound like a in it with $1 million worth of cash. Like Bandicoot, we bout to crash. No remorse, I to your dad. Off the porch, bought a push and I drag. Out the billing and then steady, now you do the math. If you sick on my son, I won't hide. Brain, we give him a bath. I said I need it. This one.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment.
Alexei Pokusevski.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. A look at the Pelicans starting group. Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4. Josh Hart is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, the Canadian pair of Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort, the backcourt. Darius Bazley is out there with Alexei Pokusevski. And it's Favors in at the center position. So the Pelicans win the tip. Outside Hart. Outside Graham. Back to Ingram. Over Favors. And that one's good. Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a constant threat on the offensive end. A little bit of work right there in the mid-range. Think about the early part of Brandon Ingram's career. So long and so skinny. People worried about his frame and that he might not have the ability to put on the weight and deal with the rigors. That's not true.
Williamson, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Now here's Favors. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, left side. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And when it comes to Ingram's strength, Brent, he's proved it doesn't affect his ability to be a dominant scorer.
Well, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, of recent memory were guys that came in thin and wiry. People thought they were going to get pushed around. Ingram now doing the pushing, especially on the offensive end.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Graham. The 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball.
Oklahoma City ball.
.144 left to play in the first. To the paint. Here's Dort. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Outside Ingram. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, good from Ingram. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. You just wish he could perform at that level every night.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Both free throws good from Ingram.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Dort, the pass to Muscala. And he's going for the lob. Good D by Williamson. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. It's Hart on the wing, covered by Muscala. Outside Graham. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Dort outside. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
To the inside. Back to Hart. This one for three. And he buries his first look.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet little floater.
Gilgeous-Alexander comes at you in a lot of ways. There's floaters and pull-ups and drives. Pretty gifted offensive player.
Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Pelicans on top, up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a crazy stat here, Brent. For 9 consecutive seasons, the league has broken the record for three-pointers made. Man, where does it end?
I don't know. I think we're redlining on the tachometer at this point, BA. A lot of teams electing to play that space and three-point ball type of offense, but we're reaching the outer limits.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lewis can't get it to go. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Maledon. Into the lane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And the Thunder in possession here. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Hayes. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Muscala. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Maledon. Alexander Walker grabs a board. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Lewis. Back to Alexander Walker. Hayes with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Temple. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Valanciunas against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something. The Canadian Shai Gilgeous-Alexander starting to become the face of the Thunder in their rebuild.
And the first one at the line is good.
There's a big European movement to get players into the NBA. Seems like recently it's come from the Great White North, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has come down to make an impact in the NBA.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pelicans have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pass to Ingram. 44 seconds left to play in the half. And Williamson throws it down.
We try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
Inside. Here's Baisley. The Thunder with another miss. The Pelicans have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
And Brandon Ingram at that size able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Second left. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Well, he's capable of making you pay there. Gilgeous-Alexander in a nice rhythm.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Pelicans ahead, up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
What's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool line. Got it. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
Playing on the road is having no effect on you. Between the planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Give them credit for keeping the score this close while shooting just over 30%. In a backhanded way, kind of gives you confidence, because you know.
Strut.